later. And it's been a lot of fun, so we thank you for all your support. Everyone at Drury Island State Park, we've been there every morning. If you haven't been at takeoff, you got to join us in the morning, all right? Who was at takeoff today? Make some noise. Really? Wow. You guys weren't there. No one raised their hand over here. All right, 4 of you, 7 of you. All right. I expect everyone over here to raise your hand tomorrow. Come to takeoff. All right? Takeoff is at 7 o'clock. We start our morning show presented by Livingston Lures at 6:30. Free coffee, all the free coffee and donuts you'd ever want. Just stuff them in your truck if you want as you leave it. We want you guys to come out there. It was the most perfect morning I think you could possibly have if you were out there today. Today, it felt like the beginning of fall, so we look forward to that the next couple days. But we want you to be a part of that. It's exciting when the sun comes up, and then we always wrap it up here every day. So there's a lot happening both here in Columbia and up at Lake Murray. We want to let you know, if you saw this beautiful, sparkling red Ranger bass boat in the back of the arena, it could be yours. That's it. We are giving that away to one lucky winner coming up this Sunday at the end of the weigh-in. Here's the deal. You've got to be present to win. This is a Ranger Z521C, powered by Mercury. And this is being presented by 97.5 WCOS. Our thanks to them. Look at that thing running on the lake. Isn't it beautiful? That could be yours. You could tow it home Sunday at the end of the weigh, and we crown a champion. You pull out of the parking lot with that bad boy. So we want to make sure you get registered when you go over to the expo. There's a lot of ways you can register, but don't leave Sunday. This happens every year. We draw 5 or 6 or 7 times because people get up early and leave. You got to be here at the end of the weigh-in if you want to walk away and win that here. Also, a couple of ways that we want you to be involved. Most of you are really good about this. How many of you guys have the free FLW app? A lot of you? There we go. Listen, it doesn't matter if you're here with us, but you can have it all in the palm of your hand. So download that app. That's the first thing to do. We've got Facebook. We've got Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. There's just a million ways socially that you can be a part of this family. And so there you go. We know a lot of great pictures are taken. We know there's probably a lot of selfie people out here that like taking selfies. Any selfies out here? I do selfies. I'll admit it. All right. So listen, when you do selfies this week, wherever you are, just hashtag FLW Fishing. That's all you got to do. All right, at the end of your picture, just do hashtag FLW Fishing. That way you'll be connected, and we can kind of show those on our Facebook page and all around. So there we go. We're just one big happy family, and we're going to get bigger and bigger every day until we get to Sunday. It's always exciting when we come to the end of the season, the championship stage, because we get a chance to see some of the legends that we grew up watching on TV, that we grew up, just admiring, and now we get to bring them back to talk to younger anglers and to get us all excited. And we had a chance to hear him last night. He's been helping us the last couple of years, and every year that he's available, we want him to be a part of this show. He knows what it's like to win a championship. He knows the pressure of it, and he just loves educating the next generation of anglers. He started his career almost 40 years ago, you guys. His TV show's been on over 20 years, America's Greatest Angler. He's a friend of ours, a friend of yours. You guys welcome him to the show. Welcome him up to the stage. The one and only Mr. Hank Parker. How are you, my friend? Good. Looking good, man. We did this in Shreveport last year. Got a chance to see you and your lovely wife, Martha, on the red carpet. We rolled out the red carpet, not just in here, but last night at our meal. I was sweating then, and I'm sweating again. But it's good. We're in the South. We're having a good time. And this is just exciting. I mean, it really is. And we know how hard it's going to be for the anglers. And you, better than anyone, knows how that can play with your mind.
Every year we talk about what a chess game it is and how mental focus is a big part. But I'm going to tell you, Lake Murray is an incredible lake, and it's a fantastic lake that you can read pretty good in the spring of the year. And as it gets later and later and later in the summer, the fish get more and more scattered and far more difficult to put a pattern together. These guys have got a real challenge. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a shootout, and it's going to be a mental game. A big part of that is we have had a lot of rain. Every single week we'll get an inch of rain, 2 inches of rain. Some weeks we get 3 and 4 inches of rain. So the water has been a lot of influx of fresh water coming in from the river, which you know and I know is not really good for electronic and structure fishing. Those fish tend to go to the bank and they scatter and they suspend. So it's really hard to find those fish schooled up.
How important is the first day of a championship like this? Is it everything, or can you kind of come back if you fall off the first day?
You know, the old saying, and it's very, very true, you can't win it on the first day, but you can lose it on the first day. So that's a lot of pressure. It's really hard with the format. You've got to be in that top 10 to make the cut. So you're working so hard, and with a 5-fish limit, you can't afford to bomb on the first day. And it's a lot of pressure, and it's easy to do that.
What does $500,000? I mean, I'm just trying to wrap my head around what that does to your bank account. It's pretty obvious. But what does $500,000 and winning a title like the Forrest Wood Cup, what does that do to an angler in his career?
All of these guys thought about that title. They thought about that $500,000 at the beginning of the year. That is not even remotely on their mind. They could care less about the $500,000. If they had to pay to be here, they would do it. They want to own the cup with that man right there, Forrest Wood, with his name on it. That's what they want more than anything. The money is absolutely irrelevant at this stage of the game. It's all about winning that title and say, hey, I am the Forrest Wood Cup champion.
A lot of the anglers, a lot of the younger anglers that are here, the TBF Junior Nationals, they're going to start fishing tomorrow. I love being able to watch you spend time with a lot of these younger anglers. As we're getting ready to come out here just about 10 minutes ago, everyone's running around making sure and double checking everything that nothing goes wrong. And there's a monitor in the back hallway that a lot of our anglers are looking at as they walk in. And there's Hank looking on the monitor with about 8 probably teenage kids all around him. You guys are all looking together. I mean, that kind of stuff, I think you just feed off of. You love teaching these young guys.
I love kids, and our sport is so incredibly special. It's hard to describe. I mean, all these guys are out here, they're fishing, they're focused on catching fish, but the sunrise, the smell, running down that Ranger boat, setting up on the pad, going down the lake, there is just such a sensation that you get that's an adrenaline rush that you don't get from anything else. It's an incredible sport, and we need to pass that on to our kids, and we need to show them, we've left our lakes in great shape. Our lakes, as far as you look at our national program of Clean Water Act and fish restoration and all the things that have taken place, our lakes are in better shape. We have actually left them better than we found them. They're better than they were when I started when I was 19 years old. So the resource is healthy. We just got to get our kids out there and let them enjoy it.
Well, 2 guys that are spearheading that and have been for a long time is this guy right here and the guy you mentioned a while ago, whom our cup and trophy and company is named after, FLW, the one and only Mr. Forrest L. Wood, right there. Look at it. He's already signing autographs on the 3rd row. We'll talk to him the next couple of days, but you guys give him a big round of applause and welcome Mr. Forrest Wood sitting right there. Always will sign an autograph. I love it. In the middle of the show, he's still signing autographs. Hank, we're going to get a chance to talk to you over the next couple days. You're going to be giving seminars next door at the Expo, so make sure you check online, forrestwoodcup.com, for a complete list of schedules you don't want to miss, seminars from Hank Parker. And Saturday on this stage, you're going to get to spend time with a lot of these junior anglers.
Hey, that's going to be exciting. I get to go to the weigh-in tomorrow. The Junior Angler World Championship starts tomorrow. Concludes on Saturday, and then we get to bring them in and get to crown the winners right here on the stage. That's exciting.
Some future Cup champions. Woo! Yeah, let's hear it for some junior national anglers.
I like it.
Is that you guys over there? Woo! I knew we had a rowdy bunch sitting over there. Well, listen, we're glad you guys are here. Welcome. Look forward to a great tournament tomorrow. Best of luck to you. We'll see them all on stage on Saturday. Thanks so much for what you've done. Again, it's a pleasure to have Forrest and Nina Wood here. These anglers work for it, like you mentioned. They started the year January 1st. They woke up. They got their rods ready. They said, my goal this year is to get to the Cup, $500,000. It can change my life. You're forever known as the Forrest Wood Cup champion. Day in, day out, whether they sleep or not, one ultimate goal, and it comes down to one decision on the final day, $500,000. One trophy, one title. This is their ultimate goal. Take a look.
No professional angler is guaranteed entry into the Forrest Wood Cup. You have to earn it. And while it takes an entire season pushing yourself and making crucial decisions, there is one moment that will decide whether you achieve the ultimate goal. Throughout the year, you travel thousands of miles as part of a unique brotherhood of competitors, professional anglers who have trained for years to become skilled at catching bass.
There we go.
Your season is spent searching across constantly changing bodies of water for one key fish.
Game over right there, boy.
At any moment, you have to endure punishing boat rides and whatever Mother Nature brings against you.
Big line of thunderstorms coming through.
Big fish got me in a tree.
There will be missed opportunities that you have to put behind you. There will be mistakes you have to overcome. Because the Forrest Wood Cup is worth the sacrifice. It's the chance to rise to the top of the sport. To gain entry into the most exclusive club in professional bass fishing.
Your Forrest Wood Cup champion,
Along with the title comes enough money to truly change your life.
Woo! Look at that!
And when you can see clearly the ultimate goal ahead of you, it allows you to focus on the now, to put doubt behind you, and clear your head of any mistakes.
Showtime now, brother.
Your champion is Randall Duck.
The Forrest Wood Cup has room for one more name, but the question is, who? Will it go to Anthony Gagliardi? After being disqualified from the first event of the season, he fished harder than he ever had in his life over the next 5 events to make it to the championship that is being held on his home lake.
That's why this is such a personal victory for me, just to be able to come back from being so low.
Will it belong to the most consistent angler in FLW history?
That's what we've been waiting on all morning right there.
The man who has more top 10 finishes than any other angler. The back-to-back Angler of the Year, Andy Morgan.
When you do it 2 years in a row, it's not luck. Congratulations.
Or will one of the returning champions, like Scott Martin, Brent Ehrler, or David Dudley, do what has never been done and claim a second cup? There is no time left now for anything but the truth. And the truth is that all the hopes and dreams that ride out every morning of the Forrest Wood Cup cannot come true. 44 men will find that their best isn't enough. But for one man, Lake Murray will offer up a chance to make history, and it will come down to one final moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand at this time for the singing of the national anthem by Tina Stallard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
There we go. You guys make some noise for Tina. That was good stuff, wasn't it? Woo! You guys ready to get day number 1 in the books? Huh? You still out there? You still with me, everybody? You guys welcome to the stage my co-host and friend, the one and only Mr. Chris Jones.
That's what I was born to do. I'm about to. That's what I was born to do.
Here we go, man.
I really can't dance, but I sure like trying.
No, last year we were on the stage and Ray Scheid came out, and you guys did something that it's taken me a year really to get over. So I don't know if that's going to happen again.
You for life.
But we'll try to get past that. Look at this, man. Here we are. We're back in Columbia since 2008. This is great.
Yeah, this is what it's all about. Lake Murray, one of the best fisheries in the world. Columbia, a great host community for all of FLW. You know, we bring in a ton of people here, from the anglers, the support teams, all the sponsors. The whole fishing world is here this week. Expo cranks up tomorrow. Lots going on this week. Columbia, what a great host.
Lake Murray is the jewel of South Carolina. I mean, hello. right? We got to show it off. All right, so a lot of people want to know, how do the 45 anglers qualify? How do they get here? Are they invited? Do they have to earn their way here? Yes, they have 6 qualifying events. Some of the anglers qualified from 2013. Let's take a look. 35, if you're doing the math, keep up. 35 come from the Walmart FLW Tour, the Angler of the Year race. We have the FLW Series presented by Rayovac. You take the top 5 divisional anglers of the year. They come, so now we're at 40. You've got this year's BFL All-American champion, Mr. Marcus Sakura out of Missouri. Your college fishing national champion, University of Minnesota, Austin Felix. You got this year's TBF national champion, James Biggs, won on Grand Lake, Oklahoma earlier this year. Andy Morgan, Mr. Angler of the Year. He'll probably do it again next year. And then, of course, you've got your reigning Forrest Wood Cup champion, Randall Tharp, from last year on the Red River. Add all that up, if you kept up with me. That is 45 anglers. And we talk about the money. You know, Hank was just out, and we talk about how big a deal this is, but $500,000. I mean, I can't even wrap my head around what that is. It's like half a paycheck for you. But this can really, I mean, this can change an angler's life.
No, it definitely will. It definitely will. You know, being crowned Forrest Wood Cup champion, the money's great, the trophy's great, but that takes your career to another level. It secures your career. And when you cut the field down from, you know, our full fields, which are, you know, anywhere from 150 to 175, all the way down to a field of 45, boy, I tell you what, those guys come into this event with a lot of confidence. They believe that, I guarantee you, every guy that practiced and that fished today and that qualified for this Forrest Wood Cup, they believe they can win, Jason.
If you've been watching a lot of, you got Rob Newell's stuff online the last 4 or 5 days since practice. It's been great getting into the heads of practice. It's been messing with a lot of guys. Some guys feel really confident, so it'll be interesting to see what day one holds. And a lot of great stories have been emerging, like Chevy Pro Anthony Gagliardi, who lives around here in Prosperity, South Carolina. At the beginning of the year, had no shot to make it into this thing, and he has just, it's been incredible all year long, and how he made it at the very last event of the year to qualify to get here. We'll see him in just a bit. You mentioned the format. We start the first 2 days. All 45 pros and all 45 co-anglers will walk on this stage and weigh in. Tomorrow, at the end of the weigh-in, we'll crown a co-angler champion, all right? And the co-anglers will be finished for this tournament. Then we'll cut the field to the top 20 pros that fish on Saturday, cut the field again, and then on Sunday, just the top 10 pros will fish. And on Sunday afternoon right here, we'll crown the champion for 2014 and $500,000. We do want to let you know that this show is going to be broadcast NBC October the 5th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're in here, if you're watching online on FLW Live, make sure that you get that set up in your DVR. It's going to be Sunday afternoon. Man, there's going to be football and all other kind of stuff on, but make sure you're watching at 2 p.m. broadcast NBC. You're going to be watching this show right here. So all these cameras, when they're all over in your face, whether it's a takeoff or here, make sure you guys go crazy because it's going to be a fantastic show. Before we bring our first pro out, Chevy, one of our oldest sponsors, the official tow vehicle of FLW. We got the Chevy best seats in the house. Look at these guys. What is this like they're at home, man? We got 3 guys sitting in the back of the Chevy Silverado, the truck of the year, just hanging out, man, like they're in their living room or something. Can we get you guys anything you need? You good? All right, you guys get comfy. All right, you ready? Come on, Columbia, let's make some noise. Let's get this weigh-in started. Day number 1 of the Forrest Wood Cup, presented by Walmart. And we should start with one of the best. Qualified, double qualified, being last year's champion in the FLW Series, Rayovac. He's also your Central Angler of the Year. Welcome to the stage from Paducah, Kentucky, George Foreman Pro, Dan Moorhead.
All right, Dan. You know, we've got the Forrest Wood Cup champion banners hanging all over this arena. You need to add your name to that. Been fishing this company, and you have been to a ton of Forrest Wood Cups, 15 to be exact for Dan Moorhead, one of the greatest anglers in the history of the sport. He'll weigh in 4 on day 1 to get things started. Worth 9 pounds and 3 ounces. 9 pounds and 3 ounces. Dan, real quick there, any big ones in there we need to take a look at?
Let me get one.
Yeah, let's go. We're going to get some water on those fish, and then we'll let you show off your fish. That's a good start. I know you'd like to have the limit.
Well, I mean, there's obviously some guys that probably did better. It's been a grind all week. I've been able to scratch out 5 to 7, 8 keeper bites. I lost one today that I sure would like to have, but that's the way it goes. I'm guessing 9 pounds a day are going to keep you in the cut. So I didn't shoot myself in the head. I'll live to fight another day.
Go. We're going to see you right back on the stage tomorrow. We got your fish right there. We're going to show lots of fish today. Lake Murray's full of great fish. Like we said, one of the greatest fisheries in the world. We want to show you some fish. Absolutely. Let's see that fish. Take it out. take it all the way to the front, Dan. Hard-earned fish, he said. All the way to the front, Dan. Let's hear it for Dan Moorhead. 9 pounds and 3 ounces to start things.
Our first co-angler making his way to the stage on day number 1 from Mesquite, Texas. You guys welcome Mark Howard.
All right, Mark, good to see you, sir. Mark Howard, let's do this, man. From Mesquite, Texas, out the back of the boat, fishing with Dan today. It's got 1 fish that'll get you in the game. It's a start, 1 pound and 7 ounces. So you got the co-angler lead, 1 fish, 1 pound, 7 ounces. It's a start, and I'm gonna see you right back up here tomorrow.
That's the plan.
Got it. See you right back here tomorrow. Good start from Mark Howard. Yes, sir.
You guys welcome to the stage your reigning Forrest Wood Cup champion from 2013 from Port St. Joe, Florida, Halo Pro Randall Clark.
Good to see you, Randy.
It's good to be here at Lake Murray. It's an awesome lake. It didn't show it by what I brought in today, but I did have a good time. I'm fishing a way that I really like to, and I know I'm around some big ones. I just didn't get them to bite today.
Gotcha. He is your reigning Forrest Wood Cup champion, Randall Tharp, Florida Pro.
Next co-angler coming to weigh in his first time to qualify for the Forrest Wood Cup through the Walmart FLW Tour from Bush, Louisiana, Stephen Crawley.
All right, Stephen, good to see you, sir. Stephen, earlier this year, I believe it was at Sam Rayburn, right? When you were leading going in the last day, you almost won that event. You made several cuts with us, had a great year. Just to be here, that's a pretty awesome deal.
Yeah, it was an incredible year this year. I need to thank all my family and friends. They give me a lot of support throughout the year. I couldn't be able to do it without them. I had a blast today. I didn't catch any fish. I got no excuses, so I'm going to go out tomorrow. I think I still might have a chance of getting a good check. Doesn't look like too many co-anglers caught any big bags, so we'll see what happens.
Yo, you're still in contention. Stephen Crawley, Louisiana co-angler, getting it done on day 1.
Coming to the stage, qualified to the FLW Tour, his second trip to the Forrest Wood Cup from Dayton, Tennessee, Lunker Hunt Pro, Michael Neal.
Party on the water, whole lot of fun.
Good to see you, sir. I believe you made the top 10 last year at the Forrest Wood Cup. Had a great season. You backed that up with another awesome season this year. 13 top 10s with FLW. And his second time to qualify for the Forrest Wood Cup, Michael Neal, the real deal. He has got 1 fish on day 1. That'll get him in the game on the scoreboard at 2 pounds even. So, you know what? You break the ice. It's a start.
Yeah, it's a start. I actually didn't catch that fish till 12:30, so it was a long dry spell, not what I was expecting. I came here with a mindset just to go outside and fish offshore just like I always do everywhere else, and had a pretty good practice, so I'm going to go out there and try to make some adjustments tomorrow and see what happens.
Don't count him out, Michael Neal. See you right back on this stage on day 2. Dayton, Tennessee's Michael Neal.
The next co-angler coming to the scales, making his second appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup from Cumming, Georgia, Glenn Day.
Good to see you, Glenn. Yes, sir. Glenn Day, been to the top 10, the second time to the Forrest Wood Cup. Great year this year on the Walmart FLW Tour. No fish today, but you know what? If the weights aren't tight, and maybe day 1 is tough, you're still in contention for tomorrow.
Well, don't count me out just yet.
That's exactly right.
We were on some fish. We just couldn't get them to bite, but tomorrow's a new day.
Anybody watching back home on FLW Live you want to give a shout out to?
Well, they're all here. My wife's here and several friends from back home, they came this time.
There you go. Let's hear it for Glenn Day. Great year on the Walmart FLW Tour. We'll see you right back on the stage tomorrow, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for former Forrest Wood Cup champion, 3-time Angler of the Year. He's won more money than anyone else with FLW. Castro Pro, David Dudley.
Man, what a great resume. FLW's all-time leading money winner, 3-time Angler of the Year, former Forrest Wood Cup champion, 47 top 10s, 16 Forrest Wood Cup appearances, and he weighs in on day one with a 5 bass limit and will be your new leader. You need 14 pounds and 10 ounces to take the lead for Brian Thrift. Limit today for the Castro Pro worth raw weight 18 pounds 2 ounces. Here's your new leader. Let's see your 2 best bass. 18.2. Unofficial weight for David Dudley. Wow. Trying to be the first pro to win the Forrest Wood Cup twice. That's 17 Forrest Wood Cup champions. Never has there been a 2-time winner. Love to win that thing for the second time, wouldn't you, David?
Yeah, that'd be nice. I've always said, you know, never be satisfied. I have won one, but you keep that attitude of never be satisfied. You're always going to be climbing the mountain.
Gotcha. All right, listen to me. You caught them good today, obviously. Great start. But can you catch them like that tomorrow? And I guess that's the question for everybody.
Yeah. Truthfully, we were joking all practice. You know, I caught a few in practice, but we were joking. You know, everybody knows he's got an app out where you can get his famous sayings. I was like, in this tournament, I was so scared he was going to say, bring out your 1 best bass. And here I come in with 5, so now I could say, I could get his app and say, show us your 2 best bass.
That's hilarious, man. We have some fun up here, that's for sure, David. All right, man, sticking to the same game plan for day 2?
Yeah, I went deep and shallow. I think everybody's doing it. I'm mixing it up. And it's not like I'm on them. You can come follow me all you want, but I have no clue where the next bite's coming at. So I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, trying to stay focused.
That's what makes you the best. Let's hear it for the Castro Pro. David Dudley takes the lead early in this weigh-in.
Next co-angler to the scales, his first appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup, qualifying for the Walmart FLW Tour from Macon, Georgia, Joshua Weaver.
Good to see you, sir. Josh Weaver from Macon, Georgia, out of the back of the boat. No fish today, but it's an amazing accomplishment for a young angler to make this Forrest Wood Cup and fish amongst the best in the game today and fish on the grand stage. I mean, this is the biggest stage of them all.
Yeah, coming into the year, it was my goal to make the Forrest Wood Cup and do good in some tournaments. And I made 2 top 10s this year, made the Forrest Wood Cup. And on top of that, I got to watch Dudley take the lead, whack him today, so that was awesome.
There it is, ready for day 2.
I am. The weights are so close, anybody can take it home tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to it.
You got it, Joshua Weaver weighing in today. No fish. We'll look to see you make a comeback on day 2. Good luck to him.
Coming to the stage, he's got 18 top 10s. His second appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup. Qualified to the FLW Tour from Birmingham, Alabama. Tightline GB Pro, Barry Wilson.
What's up, Barry? Good to see you, sir. Barry Wilson. Back-to-back Forrest Wood Cup appearances for the Birmingham, Alabama Pro, who is a guy that can catch them. Everywhere we go, all over the country, he gets it done. Barry's got a 5 bass limit. We're early in the weigh-in. A good start for you. 11 pounds and 8 ounces. Barry moves you to 3rd place. Great start. Can we see some fish? We'll weigh one if you want. Let's get one weighed. See some fish. We're going to be looking at fish all day today. Wow! Anglers are the greatest conservationists in the world. FLW maintains a 98.9 alive release ratio. Take great care of the fishery, and it starts with our anglers' conservation efforts. They're the best. That fish, 5 pounds and 10 ounces. 5'10" for your kicker. All right, Barry, let's talk, man. We'll get that fish back in some water. Our release boats are right here behind the stage. We'll get them right back into the water, and we're going to take those back to Lake Murray for you guys to catch again on another day. But a great start, man. That's a good fish right there.
Yeah, it was, man. I was a nervous wreck this morning. I figured I could get them to bite, and right off the bat, I lost a 4-pounder, and then a couple casts after that, I catch her. So I settled down a little bit. I think I'm doing the right things to catch some really good fish. Kind of have a little bit of a window of opportunity in the morning, and then when the sun gets up, it slows down quite a bit for me. But I did get on something this afternoon, so I was pretty excited about it, and I think I can do some good. So we'll see.
Go, man. Good luck on day 2. Let's hear it for his hard work today. Barry Wilson, over 11 pounds, day 1.
Next co-angler coming to weigh in, making his second trip here to the Forrest Wood Cup from Tahlequah, Oklahoma, Ken Coates.
All right, Ken, good to see you, man. 8 top 10s, 2 times to the Forrest Wood Cup. A guy that knows how to catch them everywhere we go, very consistent. But one of those days today, Ken.
Exactly. I remember back in the 80s, St. Parker coming to weigh in with a brown paper bag on his head. I can now relate. But, you know, I got a game plan going in tomorrow, so look, I'm thinking about taking the 0 and turning it into a hero.
Love it. Love it, man. All right, Kid Coach, good job to you, Ken. See you right back here on this stage tomorrow, sir.
You guys make some noise, making his first appearance here on the Forrest Wood Cup stage. He's your reigning Rookie of the Year for 2014 from Kennewick, Tennessee, Jason Lambert.
All right, you look up in our rafters, you can see all the previous Forrest Wood Cup champions, Jason. I know you want to get your banner up there one day. He's one of the best young anglers going today, Jason Lambert, out of Tennessee. He's had a great year. 11 top 10s in his FLW career. It's first time to the Forrest Wood Cup. Great season for the rookie. One today. Let's get you a start, man, because you know every ounce counts. 1 pound and 3 ounces. You break the ice, you get in the game. All right, man, so you're going to make some adjustments for tomorrow. You have a good practice? Are you around the fish? What's going on, Jason?
Well, I actually did have a pretty good practice, but I heard Hank and Jason up here talking a while ago about it being a chess match, and I think I was playing checkers today. But, you know, I probably started wrong this morning, probably fished backwards of what I should have fished, and the possibility is there to catch a few fish. I just didn't do it today.
Got you one of those deals then. Ready to go fishing tomorrow, man? Try to make a comeback. Anything can happen.
Well, I mean, this is going to be a low-weight tournament, so go catch a good bag tomorrow and get to fish Saturday and then see what happens. That's the goal.
One of the best in the game today, Ranger Pro Jason Lambert weighing in on day 1.
Next co-angler to weigh in, making his 3rd appearance here at the Forrest Wood Cup from Benton, Kentucky. You guys welcome Chuck Rounds.
Chuck Rounds has made more top 10 cuts than any co-angler in history of FLW. Good to see you, sir. Both you and Jason, you guys like to fish offshore. Just didn't work out today.
Oh, we had a great time. We fished hard. It was I caught 4, but they were just short. We had a good time. It's a good lake. They're just a tough time of the year.
You ready to go fishing tomorrow, Chuck?
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, I was going to ask you, if I paint this green, will you count it as a fish and weigh it?
Not today. All right, let's hear it for Chuck Rounds out of Benton, Kentucky.
Making his 14th appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup. He's your 2011 Forrest Wood Cup champion from Clewiston, Florida. Welcome to the stage, Trokar Pro, Scott Martin.
Will Scott Martin be the pro that wins the Forrest Wood Cup for the 2nd time? Never been done, Scott. A few years ago, we were in Hot Springs, Arkansas, Lake Ouachita, and you won it. Forrest Wood Cup champion Scott Martin trying to repeat, win $500,000, the biggest prize in professional bass fishing today. He has a limit on day 1 and a good sack of fish. 13 pounds and 6 ounces moves Scott Martin into 3rd place. Let's see your 2 best bass. Let's check them out. We'll weigh one if you want. Scott Martin in 3rd place, 13 pounds plus today. All right, Scott, let's talk about your day, man. A pretty good start in the Forrest Wood Cup.
Well, what a blessing! I tell you, it's a nerve-wracking practice. It's a difficult time to figure out a consistent pattern. That's what I had to mix it up a little bit today, but I was very blessed to be able to catch a limit pretty early this morning, and then I just kind of went around looking around, and I called up a few more times, and it was stressful. It was stressful. So it was. We accomplished a couple things, though. With all the anxiety with this tournament, trying to be back, win the cup for the second time, try to do well. You dream about these things, and I had a nightmare the other night that I zeroed on day one. Then the worst part of the nightmare is when I had to stand in line in the dream. I got up here on stage and looked down, I'm in my underwear.
That's a nightmare, yeah.
So we accomplished two things. I caught a few fish, and I'm not standing here just in my underwear.
I hear you, man. Right there, 2011, that's your banner, trying to add one more right beside that one.
Yeah, it would be special in front of this great crowd here. You see Forrest and 9 out here. Love you guys. My wife and kids are at home watching. School started today, so they were unfortunately unable to make it yet, but they're probably coming out for the weekend. So I just want to thank all my sponsors for being able to allow me to be able to fish and get here. So thank you.
There you go, Scott Martin, Classy Pro, 3rd place after a good start into this weigh-in, Jason.
Next co-angler coming to weigh in, making his first appearance here at the Forrest Wood Cup stage, former college fishing angler, now fishing out of the back of the boat, from Okeechobee, Florida, Kyle Monty.
Man, what a fan club out there. You know those folks?
Yeah, that's my crazy family right there. They all showed up for the big show today.
And that's what it's all about. Kyle had a great season this year on the Walmart FLW Tour. He's got 9 top 10s in a very young career, qualifies for the Forrest Wood Cup. No fish today, Kyle.
We can weigh this. We can weigh you, can't we, Chris?
Yeah, I'd break the scales, I promise.
No, I mean, we're still at the Forrest Wood Cup, and anything can happen here, man. I just want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ first and foremost, my entire family for coming out, and you never know what can happen at this thing, man. We got another day, and I'm gonna go out and fish hard tomorrow. I think I got tendonitis for throwing so much today, man. I'm gonna need to put ice on my arm. I fish hard.
I hear you, Kyle. And the cool thing about the Forrest Wood Cup is, even if you don't catch a fish tomorrow, it's payday for you. Everyone gets paid. Let's hear it for Kyle Monty. Great start.
Our next pro coming to weigh in, making his 5th appearance on the Forrest Wood Cup stage. He's got 15 top 10s from Centerville, Tennessee. You guys welcome Charlie Ingram.
Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Doing great. Before we weigh in, the next angler who is a legend in this sport, Charlie Ingram, do want to make one quick announcement. We have a white dually that's pulling a Stratus. It's hooked up and it's parked right back where our anglers are trying to come in. And so if that belongs to you, it's a white dually with a Stratus. Our anglers are trying to get into the boatyard. If you don't mind going out and moving that and coming on back to the weigh-in, we sure would appreciate it. We're trying to get our anglers in from the lake. Thank you very much. And look at here, Charlie Ingram, put that bag in that basket, man. You know Charlie from his television show. The guy's a legend in this game. He fished the Forrest Wood Cup last time we were here at Lake Murray. I was watching the FLW Twitter feed this morning, kind of keeping up with you. Remember when you caught this fish? He's got one today that weighs 2 pounds and 2 ounces. And right now, Charlie, that's got you in 7th place. You're in the game.
Wow. You know, somebody said you ought to just come to this tournament and have a good time, but I'm not having a very good time if I don't catch but one. I think days like today, I think I should have retired with Forrest and Nana and Hank over there. I think that's what I should have done. But it is a great place to fish. The people are extremely nice, and you know, I wish we could fish this at a little different time of the year because we fished a lot of tournaments in August before, but I've never been very good at it. I don't know why.
A little confidence in what you like to do, and I kind of stick with a pretty simple plan, and I go out and that's the way I fish, and I fish my strengths, and I just try really, really hard.
He's the #1 angler on the Walmart FLW Tour. Let's hear it for your reigning Kellogg's Angler of the Year, back-to-back Andy Morgan, 12 pounds today, right there in the top 10 where he wants to be.
Our next co-angler coming to weigh in, 15 top 10s, 6 times to the Forrest Wood Cup, from Temple, Texas, Keith Honeycutt.
All right, good to see you, Keith. Keith is another tour champion. He has won the FLW Series presented by Rayovac Championship in his career. He won at Grand Lake last year on the Walmart FLW Tour. He knows how to win. He knows how to catch them. He'll weigh in 2 bass today, worth 5 pounds and 2 ounces. And Keith, the weights are tight and they're tough on the corner side early in this weigh-in. That means you have the lead. 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Absolutely. Pull your big fish out of there. Let's weigh it. We love to see them. $500 for the Bridgeford Big Bass on the Coiler side. $1,000 on the pro side. There you go. 2 good fish. You can weigh both of them if you want, just not together. That one goes $211. See, put the other one in there. See what she weighs. That one is 2 pounds and 2 pounds and 5 ounces. So 2 good fish for you today. Let's talk real quick. Looking forward to going tomorrow. You got over 5 pounds. That's got you in the lead right now, Keith.
Well, it's going to be a close tournament and every fish counts. I lost one today that probably is going to cost me, but I'm more impressed with catching 2 fish behind Andy Morgan than anything.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That's not easy.
Andy Morgan's a great guy. He's soon to be a great friend because we talked about hunting all day, so he doesn't know it, but I'm going hunting with him.
There you go. Let's hear it for Keith Honeycutt. Made a good friend today. Temple, Texas co-angler is in the lead.
Our next pro making his 2nd appearance here at the Forrest Wood Cup. He qualified for the FLW Series presented by Rayovac. He's your Western Division Angler of the Year from Lakehead, California, Jeff Michaels.
Jeff Michaels, he was the Angler of the Year last year, the FLW Series presented by Rayovac in the Western Division. The guy can catch him. He's won over $231,000 with FLW, 12 top 10s, 2 times to the Forrest Wood Cup. Guy's the real deal. He'll weigh in 1 on day 1. That'll go 1 pound and 6 ounces. Jeff, that's got you in 10th place. It's a start, man. You got tomorrow left and hopefully get in that top 20 and go fishing on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm going to make a few adjustments. You know, I got a shallow bite early in the morning. I just chose the wrong spot, and it only lasts for about an hour and a half. So once you go to a spot, you just got to kind of stick it out and hope they're there. And today they weren't there. And my top water fish just never came up. Seen them bust a couple times. I just couldn't get them to go.
You know how to get them to go as well as anybody. Being from the West, you know how to fish those pressured lakes. You can fish deep, clear water, stain, tidal, it doesn't matter. So we'll look forward for you to make a comeback on day 2. Let's hear it for Jeff Michaels, a California pro, in 10th place.
Our next co-angler coming to the scales his 3rd time here at the Forrest Wood Cup from Glenwood, Arkansas. He's got 9 top 10s. Y'all welcome Stephen Smith.
Hey, good to see you, Stephen. Stephen Smith from Glenwood, Arkansas, had a great year this year. 9 top 10s, 3rd time in the Forrest Wood Cup. It's good to see you here. Just to be here is a major accomplishment because, you know, that Walmart FLW Tour, man, to make it into that top 35, you got to be the cream of the crop.
Well, I was really blessed this year. I come in and had a great year. After the first tournament, I was a little bit behind. The next 5 were just phenomenal, and I'm just thankful to be here and blessed.
You'll get a check tomorrow regardless.
Absolutely.
Got it. We'll see you right back on the stage tomorrow. Let's hear it for Arkansas, Stephen Smith.
His first appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup. Qualified to the Walmart FLW Tour from Junction City, Wisconsin. Welcome to the stage, Matthew Stefan.
Got a little fan club going on down there.
Yeah, I got my mom and dad, my wife Sarah, my brother Jake, and his son Sean, and I'll have more tomorrow, hopefully.
That's what it's all about. I know that Matthew Stefan had a pretty good practice and was looking forward to this tournament. From Junction City, Wisconsin, the pros got a 5 bass limit on day 1. This will put you in the top 10. 10 pounds and 4 ounces has Matthew Stefan in 6th place. Let's see your 2 best bass. The Bridgeford Big Bass on the pro side is 5 pounds and 10 ounces. He's just got 5 solid keepers today. All right, Matt. We'll talk about your day today. Pretty good start. in the top 10 as of now. We're early in the weigh-in, but you got to feel pretty good about things.
Yeah, I guess I'm mixed. I had a really slow start. I didn't have a keeper until about 10:30. Missed a couple good ones on a top water this morning. That probably hurt. But kind of went to my afternoon pattern. I think I had 7 keeper bites. And just never got a big one. They're all 15 inches.
On some pretty good fish, so we're going to look for you to be right back on the stage tomorrow, see if you can make that top 20 cut, and then see if we can get you in the top 10 cut for Sunday. Let's hear it for Matthew Steffen, Wisconsin Pro, doing well on day 1.
Our next co-angler making his second appearance here at the Forrest Wood Cup from Kokomo, Indiana. Welcome, Shane Melton.
All right, good to see you, Shane. Shane Melton, Kokomo, Indiana. Another Forrest Wood Cup appearance for you, sir. Guy who's been to the top 10, who's won over $44,000 with FLW. He'll weigh in 1 on day 1. One that will go 1 pound and 15 ounces. Every fish and every ounce counts, Shane. That has got you in 3rd place. So it's a start, man.
It's a start. I was real happy to get it. I only lost 1 fish all day. I think I caught every bluegill that was in here, though. So it was still a good day.
All right, Shane, you're in 3rd place. I'll see you right back here on day 2. Let's hear it for Shane Melton.
He almost won this year's Angler of the Year title, one of the greatest races with Andy Morgan. He finished 2nd to Andy Morgan this year, looking for his first Cup title from Auburn, California. Rappel Pro, Cody Meyer.
Good to see you, Cody.
Good to see you, buddy.
You got it, man. 3 times he has finished in the top 5 here at the Forrest Wood Cup. He's trying to hang his banner here soon. Cody Meyer, a 5 bass limit on day 1. Finished 2nd to the guy that you call the GOAT, which stands for?
Andy Morgan, the greatest of all time. He's not a Billy Goat, he's just a GOAT because he's unbeatable.
Cody Meyer had a great year, finished 2nd in the Kellogg's Angler of the Year point standings. 5 bass limit on day 1. Great start. 14 pounds and 9 ounces has you tied with Brian Thrift, the Chevy Pro. So let's see your 2 best bass. Cody Meyer continues the streak. Wow. He's had the momentum all year long since February at Lake Okeechobee. Yeah, definitely. Let's see what we got here. Bridgeford Big Bass is 5 pounds and 10 ounces on the pro side. Your kicker today, 5 pounds and 5 ounces. Hold that up one more time for the folks watching on FLW Live. That one helped today. Cody Meyer, who is tied for 2nd early in this weigh-in. All right, Cody, we're going to make this pretty fast because we're going to see you right back here tomorrow. But we could talk about fishing, but there's something even more important that has recently happened in your life.
Definitely. My beautiful wife, Carrie, out there, we're having a baby. I couldn't be more exciting. This Forrest Wood Cup is great to be here, but that's the best news of my life. So I'm excited. And going back to the fishing real quick, it is tough out there. I was really fortunate to have what I had today. I got 5 keeper bites, so happy to be there. You know, tomorrow going to go do the same thing and maybe blank or maybe catch them. I don't know, but it'll be fun.
Good luck on day 2. That's the Rappel Pro, Cody Meyer, tied for 2nd.
Our next co-angler coming to weigh in, making his 2nd appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup. He's got 8 top 10s from Fayetteville, Georgia, Daniel Buswell.
Good to see you, Daniel. Daniel Buswell won the All-American last year in Lake Nickajack down in Dayton, Tennessee. And, man, that has launched your career. You go on, you fish the Walmart FLW Tour, and you qualify for your 2nd Forrest Wood Cup, 8 top 10s. Here we are on the biggest stage of them all, again for you. No fish today, but the good news is the weights are really tight on the coiler side.
Yes, they are, and I'm fishing with Andy Morgan tomorrow, so, you know, he's #1 in the world, so I'll be
around some fish.
Yeah, I'll be around some fish, and I'll learn a lot. That's what I'm here for, is to learn, and all these boaters are great. I can't thank them up enough. Hog Knocker Custom Baits, Fish's Fishing Line, and my family and friends, everybody that supports me. FLW, all the sponsors. I mean, we wouldn't be here without them, so if everyone wants to give them a big round of applause. for all the sponsors and Forrest Wood, you know. So I'm just happy to be here.
Got it, Daniel. See you right back here on day 2. Daniel Buswell, see you tomorrow, sir.
Coming to the scales, he has 53 top 10s with FLW, his 5th trip to the Forrest Wood Cup. From Auburn, Alabama, Steve Kennedy.
53 top 10s. God.
How many does Andy have? That's probably about half his number, isn't it?
I think he's got 57 or 58, so you're getting close.
I'm in the ballpark. Wow, that's impressive.
I hear you, man. Steve Kennedy from Auburn, Alabama, one of the biggest names in the game today. A bass fishing millionaire will weigh in 5 on day 1. 5 today. That'll go 9 pounds and 13 ounces, Steve. That has you in 8th place, so it's a start, man. Just no kickers.
Yeah, I didn't get the big bite. You know, if you know how I like to fish, I like to go catch a limit and then throw a big bait, a swim bait around and get me one big one. And never got that big bite today, and pretty fortunate just to have a limit. Had 6 keepers, and that's it. Have no idea where to go get another one. So,
so you're kind of junk fishing. You are on the fly right now, man.
Exactly. We had a short practice. We came from another event, so you know, my water changed big time from what I saw in practice. I saw a couple of big ones in practice, and those places are high and dry. So honestly, we're just fishing, and hope I stumble across a big one tomorrow.
Got it. Good luck on day 2, Steve Kennedy. If there's anybody that can make a comeback, that guy right there can.
Our next co-angler making his first appearance here at the Forrest Wood Cup from Elkhorn, Nebraska. Welcome to the scales, Chad Randalls.
Good to see you, sir. Nebraska co-angler Chad Randalls. His first Forrest Wood Cup appearance, 2 top 10s in your career, and fishing on the biggest stage in professional bass fishing, the biggest payout in the game today. Chad Randalls, let's get you in the game on day 1. One fish that weighs 2 pounds and 9 ounces has you in 2nd place. So if you want to kiss that fish, we'd love to see you. We'd love to see that.
I better not. My wife might not kiss me when I get home.
Understand? Okay, then we'll get that thing right back in the water and get her back to Lake Murray to be caught again on another day. 2 pounds, 9 ounces has you in 2nd. It's a start, man.
Yeah, it is, and you know, it's really tough out there. I had 6 bites all day, 5 shorts, 1 keeper. It's great to get that bite. I want to say thanks to Bridgeford. They have been great all year, and my wife and kids back home, they can't watch. She's driving home from work, so I can be here doing this. She's supporting me out here, so it's just great.
That's what it's all about, Chad. Good to see you on the stage. I'll see you right back here tomorrow, sir. It's Chad Randalls weighing in on day 1.
Here we go. He's qualified for the Forrest Wood Cup 9 times. Your 2004 Angler of the Year from Palestine, Texas. Cheese It Pro, Shin Fukai.
Former Kellogg's Angler of the Year, Shiniki Fukai. Good to see you, Shin. Guy can catch him. Texas Pro. He's a bass fishing millionaire. Has 19 top 10s. 9 times to the Forrest Wood Cup. And he has today 4 bass worth 8 pounds, 3 ounces. Shin, that's got you in 10th place. 1 shy of the limit today. That's fishing, man.
Yeah, I forgot number 5, so I'm using that nice Ranger boat and mountain motor, my stuff. So yeah. Also, I wanna try make a top 20 because my wife birthday coming August 16th. So I want to get good check for her.
That is awesome. That is awesome, Shin. You got your priorities straight, man. We'll see you right back on this stage tomorrow, sir.
Our next co-angler coming to weigh in. His 3rd time to the Forrest Wood Cup. He's got 5 top 10s with FLW. From Hamilton, Ohio, Josh Smith.
Man, good to see you, Josh. You know, last time I saw you, we were on Kentucky Lake. You had a good tournament there. The Hamilton, Ohio co-angler, 5 top 10s, 3 Forrest Wood Cup appearances. Guy can catch him, man. One of those deals today where the bite seems to be pretty tough on day 1.
Yeah, it's kind of been this way for me all week, to be honest with you. I mean, I put my 5 denali rods to work today. I just couldn't come up with anything, but I'm looking forward to getting out there tomorrow and try to climb into this top 10 and maybe win this thing. It's real close.
You got it. A big bag could put you on top of the leaderboard. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, and it could change something for me. I would love to move to the front, but that's what I'm lacking right now.
I got you, man. All right, Josh, good luck on day 2. Josh Smith, the Ohio co-angler, trying to make a comeback tomorrow.
Next to weigh in, your 2006 Forrest Wood Cup champion. Can he walk away winning a second title? No one has done it to this date. 34 top 10s, over $2 million in the bank from Redlands, California. GoPro Pro, Brent Ayler.
On the biggest stage, gonna bring your own camera, man.
Yeah, you know, these things are awesome. You know, I've been running GoPro cameras this year, and I got some great footage today catching some of these fish, and they're such a versatile and awesome camera. They're great for fishing, and you know, it's fun running around the country and kind of documenting my life out here. You know, we travel a ton. I'm from California, so I drive a lot and I fish a lot, and it's fun being able to actually document my time out there on the water.
That's what it's all about. All right, Brent, here we go, man. Brent Ayler, 5 bass limit for the Redlands, California Pro on day 1. $2.2 million career earnings. All right, anybody you want to say hello to back home on FLW Live?
Say hello to my wife, Jan, and my buddy, Kenny.
Let's hear it for his hard work this week. We'll see you right back on the stage tomorrow. Don Harvey.
Coming to the stage from San Angelo, Texas, his first time at the Forrest Wood Cup. He's got 4 top 10s. You guys welcome Ranger Pro, Austin Terry.
If you wanna see heaven, brother, here's your chance. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas.
There you go. Well done, sir. Austin Terry from San Angelo, Texas, who barely missed qualifying for the Forrest Wood Cup last year. He'll weigh in on day 1 today. 4 top 10s with FLW. 2 bass that go 4 pounds even, and Austin, that has you in 12th place. So if you can put something together tomorrow, man, try to go fishing on day 3, Saturday.
Yeah, that was, I mean, you definitely want to win, but knowing how tough it was, my main goal was just try to catch a limit and make it to the 3rd day. And I think if anybody has a chance to make it to the 3rd day, and I went out there fishing for the biggest bag I thought I could get with my pattern, and I got 5 good bites, but only 2 wanted to come here. So, I mean, and I just, if I could figure out an afternoon bite, you know, after about 11, I can't get big. And if I can put them in the boat in the morning and then figure something else out, hopefully I'll make it Saturday.
There you go. Austin Terry sits in 12th place. Good luck tomorrow, sir. See you right back on this stage on day 2.
Our next co-angler, making his first appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup, qualified to the FLW Series presented by Rayovac, the Northern Division. From Clifton, New Jersey, y'all welcome Manuel Cruz.
All right, man, good to see you, sir. Qualified through the FLW Series, Rayovac. Good to see you out of that Northern Division. Here we go, Manuel. 1 fish on day 1, but I'm telling you, this is a big deal right now. 1 bass that goes 2.5, that has you in 12th place. Do you have any fish in there that we need to see? Can we see a couple fish?
Sure.
Pull them out and take them all the way to the front. You got a big one, pull that one out. You just got, you know, cookie cutters, pull out your 2 best bass. Let's see some fish for our college angler, Austin Felix. All the way to the front, Austin. All right, let's talk real quick. We'll keep this weigh-in going real fast. It's a pretty good start on day 1. Right now you're in 12th place. It's early in the weigh-in, but you caught some fish.
Yeah, you know, I don't have to tell you, these guys are the best in the world, so in order to compete with them, you have to execute perfectly. I had enough bites to come in with a limit and put myself right in the mix, but couldn't get them all in the boat. I know I'm around fish that'll put me back in the top 20, so I'm just looking to try to execute better tomorrow.
We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Good luck to Austin Felix on day 2, representing the University of Minnesota.
Our next co-angler's been to the Forrest Wood Cup 4 times. He's got 21 top 10s from the back of the boat. From Truckee, California, J.R. Wright.
good to see you, sir. Went fishing with Troy Hollowell on Kentucky Lake not long ago. He showed me that swim bait that you put it on him pretty good. We'll talk about that in a minute. J.R. Wright from Truckee, California. 21 top 10s, a former tour champion, 4 times to the Forrest Wood Cup. The guy can catch him. He'll weigh in 1 on day 1. That'll go 1 pound and 5 ounces. And JR, that has you in 7th place early in this weigh-in.
Yeah, that's the only bite I got all day. And literally, I was going to take a chance. It didn't touch, it did touch, it didn't touch. But the ball back there did it like 3 times and 2 fins touched. So
all you got to do is make it touch. It's legal.
I just want to say FLW does an outstanding job. I want to give a shout out to my wife, and some of our family came from North Carolina down here to watch the weigh-in.
That's all about. Thank you so much. J.R. Wright weighing in on day 1 here at the Forrest Wood Cup.
Making his first appearance at this year's Forrest Wood Cup by qualifying to the FLW Series presented by Rayovac, your Texas Angler of the Year. From Hemphill, Texas, Stephen Johnston.
Good to see you, Stephen.
See you, sir.
You got it, man. Guy can catch him. The Texas Pro, Stephen Johnston, who was your Angler of the Year last year in the FLW Series Rayovac Texas Division, will weigh in 3 on day 1. 3 bass. That will go 8 pounds, 8 ounces. And Stephen, that has you in 11th place. And it seems like early on that the weights are starting to bunch up between 7 and 11, 12 pounds.
You have to catch 5 here, and I had some opportunities, and it's tough. We all know it's tough, and the way Lake Murray is, you just can't drop any. And all you can do is ask for the opportunities, and had some, but other than that, I've got that Ranger Z5 21C and that Mercury. I run all over the lake and burn up a bunch of gas, and looking forward to it tomorrow and see what we can do tomorrow.
Sitting just outside the top 10, Stephen Johnston. See you right back here on day 2, sir.
Next co-angler coming to the scales, got 7 top 10s with FLW. His first time to the Forrest Wood Cup. You guys welcome from Missouri, co-angler Nick Loffelman Jr.
Nick, good to see you, sir. A class act on the tournament trail. Former tour champion, 7 top 10s. No stranger to this Forrest Wood Cup.
Yes, I've been getting 1 or 2 big bites a day, and hopefully if I can just get down the right stretch and things go right, I could really weigh a big stringer. Those are the ones I've been catching, and go out there and give it my all. Again, I got to say hi to my family. My wife's up here in the crowd, and you know, all my sponsors, you guys see them. Please represent, go out and buy these people's products. They represent us and represent me, and if it wasn't for them, I would not be here. So thank you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Awesome. Ranger Evinrude Pro Brett Height weighing in on day 1.
Making his first appearance on the Forrest Wood Cup stage, he's got 9 top 10s with FLW. Qualified to the FLW Tour from this year. From Lawndale, North Carolina, Eric Self.
Man, good to see you, Eric. Several cuts this year, including a win. The Forrest Wood Cup, the mecca of all championships, the biggest stage in professional bass fishing. No fish today, but you're here, and that says something. That says something about your fishing ability. You made it in the top 35 in the points, and I can tell you the way the weights are setting up, you can catch a big bag tomorrow and win this thing, Eric.
Yeah, I know. Once I saw the weights, I felt a little better. I've been pretty bummed, you know, ever since we got on the road, but once I got here, I mean, it's still anybody's game right now.
You're right. We'll look to see you make a comeback on day 2. Eric Self, good job today, sir.
One of the top anglers in the sport of professional bass fishing. 43 top 10s, his 6th time to the Cup from Park Hill, Oklahoma. Welcome to the stage, Jason Christie.
I'll tell you what, Jason, I like your music, by the way. There's guys that are consistent. There are guys that know how to win, and you can do both. That's pretty good. Jason Christie, ranked #1 in the world from Park Hill, Oklahoma, has 4 in the bag on day 1. Here we go. Let's get you in the game, get you a start. 8 pounds and 1 ounce, Jason, has you in 13th place. And it seems like the general consensus is it's a grind, man.
It is a grind. You know, I went practicing today. I put my head down, and I probably fished harder today than I have in a long time. I got 4 bites and boated those 4. It kind of threw me for a loop because usually I can put that bait in there where it needs to be and get some bites, and it just didn't happen today. But you know, the weights are gonna flip-flop every day. You know, there's some guys that got some big bags tomorrow, and there'll be some guys today that didn't that'll catch big bags tomorrow. So looking forward to it, and you know, this is a fun event. I enjoy coming here. I want to say hi to Forrest and Nina. They're 2 of my most favorite people. So I enjoy being here.
Got it. Let's hear it for Jason Christie, the Ranger Pro, weighing in today, over 8 pounds on day 1. It's a start.
Our next co-angler's qualified for the Forrest Cup 2 times. He's got 2 top 10s from Dividing Creek, New Jersey, Andrew Owens.
Love it, man. How old is Andrew Owens?
I'm 22.
22 years old. That's your support group right there. It's your team, man.
That is. I got my mom there, my second family from Florida. My friends came up, drove all the way down with me, so I appreciate that. But, you know, it's a tough day.
They really are. And, you know, I really wanted these conditions. I wanted the bluebird skies. I don't know where the fish went. I really thought I could get them to bite, and it just never happened.
It's probably contributed to that blueback herring. They're on the move, man.
The infamous blueback herring.
They're not cool, are they?
Not so much.
I hear you, man. Well, same game plan tomorrow. You think you can bring us a good bag, maybe even make that top 20 cut?
You know, I had 5 keeper bites today. I didn't boat them. I think I can do it. I'm around some fish. My co got a few bites as well, and we'll just see how it all shakes out. You know, it's really an honor to be standing on this stage, fishing against the best anglers in the world. So it's a great week no matter what happens. I'd also like to say thanks to my beautiful wife and daughter, my mom and dad, and my grandmother who flew in. She turns 90 in a few months, and she's here. So
that is your TBF national champion, James Bates.
Your next co-angler coming to the scales. He's been here 2 times to the Forrest Cup. He qualified this year. He's your beater.
Yeah, I mean, these weights are so low. You get two 4-pounders, and man, you shoot straight to the top. And it's they're out there. I got the pre-fish with a guy that was catching a few, so I know they're out there. But I will tell you, I know why there's a lot of ski boats on this lake, because this time of year, that's what I'd be doing.
You man, good luck on day 2, Justin. Great start for you, sir, in the top 10.
Our next pro coming to the stage, qualified. He's your Southeast Division champion, Angler of the Year out of the FLW Series presented by Rayovac. Got 11 top 10s with FLW from Williston, Florida, Tony Davis.
Good to see you, Tony. Yes, sir. Tony Davis was trying to be a double qualifier this year. Dan Moorhead accomplished that, and you had a great season on the Walmart FLW Tour, but your qualification comes through the FLW Series presented by Rayovac, and that's because you were the Southeastern Angler of the Year, man. A great year, had a great year this year on the tour, made a top 10 at Sam Rayburn. Guy can catch him. Here we go, Tony. 4 on day 1. That'll go 8 pounds and 14 ounces. Tony Davis, that has you in 11th place. So it's a pretty good start on day 1. Did you have the 5th one stuck?
No, I've had 6 bites all day. One was wrong species, and one had his head too close to his tail. So, you know, I had 4 good bites and capitalized on them. It was a grind, you know, all day, just from the get-go. But, you know, I'm here and brought my family with me, and they normally watch me on the internet, but Mom and Dad's here. My aunt and uncle from Texas came, and got my 2 kids and everybody back at home watching, so I'm having a good time.
That's what it's all about. Great job. Good start on day 1. That is Tony Davis. He right now is over 8 pounds. Good start on day 1 for Tony.
Making our way through the bump take in the back of the arena. We've got one defending Forrest Cup champion left to weigh in. That's Jacob Wheeler that you see right there behind Robbie Dotson. A lot of guys still to weigh in. Who's going to walk away your leader after day 1? We will find out in just a couple of short moments. Our next co-angler that we're going to bring to the scales right now is making his 3rd trip to the Forrest Cup. 22 top 10s from Belmont, North Carolina, Brian New.
Good to see you, Brian. Brian New from Belmont, North Carolina. You fished with Tony today?
I did.
All right. Fishing with Tony Davis today. Tony weighed in 8 pounds, 14 ounces, but it looks like you caught him too. Brian New to take the lead from Texas's Keith Honeycutt. You need 5 pounds and 3 ounces. Brian New from Belmont, North Carolina, 4 bass today. Raw weight of 7 pounds, 13 ounces. You're the new leader. Let's see some Lake Murray bass. Wow, getting it done. See if we can find a bridge for big bass in there. Bridge for big bass on the Colonial side is just 211. Put that fish in there right there. One in your left hand, yes sir. Right there, let's see what you got here. The bridge for big bass is 211 on the Colonial side. That fish could be worth $500. And you've got it, Brian. 3 pounds and 1 ounce. 3 pounds, 1 ounce. Hold it up one more time for the folks on FLW Live watching all over the world. Good job, Brian. You are the leader. Great start. 4 good fish today, man.
I'll take it, man. Whenever we came down here pre-practice, and it was the toughest I've ever seen. In practice, it was even tougher. I was really hoping just to catch 1 fish in this tournament for 2 days. And like the 8th or 9th cast this morning, I caught that big one. About 5 casts later, I had another 2 or 3, probably a 2-pounder. You know, I missed. And later in the day, you know, at that point, I was just super excited that, you know, I didn't zero the whole Forrest Wood Cup, but I just stayed at it, fished hard all day, threw a lot of Charlie's Worms products, best plastics on the market if you hadn't seen them. Go to Walmart and check them out. Today, we got a new prototype finesse worm that I designed for them and we're working on. And I threw it a lot. I caught 2 of those keepers on it. I did have another good one. I mean, it was probably another 2-pounder that I got hung up and it just came off. But we're gonna go out there tomorrow and give it our best. And you know, I knew it was gonna be tough, but I thought the weights were gonna be a little bit better. You know, let's go see if I can catch what I caught today tomorrow.
We're gonna see if you can do it one more day. See if you can win this thing. Forrest Wood Cup champion, Brian New. That'd be nice. Good luck on day 2. The North Carolina Colonial, Brian New.
Coming to the scale, in his rookie season, he qualified for the Forrest Wood Cup. He's got 11 top 10 from Fort St. Lucie, Florida, Matt Greenblatt.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
That's as crazy as I am. I'll tell you what. We come out here and get up early in the morning, dress in these funny clothes, and I mean, that's my family right there. And I mean, boy, I'm not all that good looking, but I mean, they're as crazy as I am. They show up to every event. My fiance Diana, my mom and dad, and all you crazy people. I mean, you know, you guys are here. You know, it ain't about the fish. It's about the people you meet along the way. And I mean, I lost 2 of my family members this last year, and my family's getting small. And you know, Diana, I don't know who this kid is next to you here, but say hi to him and become his friend, and I'll become your friend. And I mean, FLW is all about that. It's about, you know, the people you meet along the way.
You're exactly right, Matt. Matt Greenblatt from Port St. Lucie, Florida, who's been with this company for a long time. 11 top 10s. And here he is at the Forrest Wood Cup. He catches 1 on day 1, but it's a good one. 3 pounds and 2 ounces, Matt. That has you in 19th place.
Hey, 19th place, I'll take it. These guys are great fishermen. Everybody's saying grind, grind. They're not lying. It's really tough out there. You know, the bluebacks, they just keep moving, and I'm trying to keep moving with them. But, you know, there's about 160 other professional anglers that fish this year that would like to be where I'm standing. Win, lose, or draw. You know, you got to pay me to go home, so I'm all happy about that.
Got it, Matt. Great job. Matt Greenblatt, good start on day 1 in the game. See him right back here on the stage tomorrow.
You guys welcome our next co-angler. He is your reigning 2014 Co-Angler of the Year. Making his 2nd appearance here at the Forrest Wood Cup. From Auburn, Alabama, Braxton Setzer.
Auburn, Alabama's own Braxton Setzer. Good to see you, Braxton. Reigning Co-Angler of the Year. Your Co-Angler Points champion. He'll weigh in 2 bass on day 1. Here we go, Braxton. 2 good ones. 4 pounds and 12 ounces. 412 moves you into 3rd place. So you still got that momentum going from the season. A good start for you here at the Forrest Wood Cup on day 1.
Yeah, you know, this season's just been phenomenal, and I couldn't be happier with the start I had today. It keeps me in the ball game, you know. I go catch them tomorrow, and who knows what can happen, so.
Forrest Wood Cup champion.
Possibly, I'm hoping.
Good luck on day 2, Braxton. Good start for you. He sits in 3rd place, Braxton Setzer.
Making his 7th appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup. He won the Forrest Wood Cup in '06. On the co-angler side, here he is as a pro from Shelby, North Carolina. FLW Tour champion, Matt Airy.
And that's awesome right there. You gotta love it.
Yeah, okay, there he goes. He turned it around there.
You're probably not gonna razz him about that later.
Got a sign.
That's pretty cool, man. Matt Airy, who is a tour champion. He won this year on Beaver Lake. He won this event as a co-angler back in '06. The guy can catch him. 16 top 10s, 7 times to the Forrest Wood Cup. He'll weigh in 4 good ones on day 1, worth 10 pounds and 9 ounces. Matt Airy, that's got you in 8th place. Now the Bridgeford Big Bass on the pro side is 5'10". You have one in there that big?
No, he's not that big. I did get a big bite today, but you know,
Let's see some fish. Let's see some fish. We want to see some of these Lake Murray bass. 4 big fish today from Matt Airy. Wow! Lake Murray is full of those fish. They are just on the move. Guys are chasing them down. Great job, Matt. Let's talk about it, man. Did you have that 5th one stuck tonight?
Man, I did, you know, several times too. And I rolled the dice a little bit this morning, went down the lake and fished those herring fish. And man, I wish those guys would catch them herring for a living, catch every single one of them out of this lake, because they're driving me up the wall. But you know, we did have several quality bites this morning. I left lower in that lake about 10:30 and didn't have a fish, and ran up and just started. I put the trolling motor on 100 and ran the bank the rest of the day, and then came up with those 4. So tomorrow I'm gonna roll the dice again. You know, I'm here to win. You know, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, that's great, but they don't remember those people. You know, so we're gonna run down the lake again tomorrow. I wish y'all gave like a $10,000 bonus for the most gas burn, because I think, let's see, I ran out today and then I put $70 back in, and then ran that down to where my fuel light was on when I checked in this afternoon. So we're gonna try not to do so much running tomorrow.
The worst you could get is $10,000, man. So we're gonna put back some of that money for you. Matt Airy, he knows how to win. He's got his fans right back there, his family in the back supporting him. Good job on day 1, over 10 pounds.
Our next co-angler making his 3rd appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup. He's got 10 top 10s from Marseilles, Illinois. You guys welcome Brian Partak.
I know that guy.
See you, Chris.
Good to see you, sir. Brian Partak. 5 top 10s, 3 times to the cup. Guy catches them everywhere we go. Real consistent. Great angler and a good person. Comes through boat check smiling, ready to go fishing every day. Brian, the Illinois co-angler, Brian Partak, has one today that weighs 1 pound and 8 ounces. But Brian, that has you in 10th place, man. It's a grind on Lake Murray right now.
It is, and I always say this, it's a privilege to be here. This is what you work so hard to get to. It's the best guys in the world fishing. I can't say thank you to FLW enough to allow co-anglers to fish. And my mom and dad are here, my aunt and uncle from Little Rock and their friend are here, and it's just, whenever your family's there, it makes it 10 times better. And you know, again, I know how much family means to FLW, and again, it's just great to be here, so.
Yo, the Illinois co-angler Brian Partak weighing in on day 1, 1 pound and 8 ounces. That's got you in the top 10. Good start.
Next pro making his 4th appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup, 19 top 10s from Harrison, Arkansas. Ranger pro Robbie Dodson.
Wow, what a resume for you, sir. 19 top 10s, 4 times to the cup. Made a top 10 at the cup last year. Am I right about that?
Yeah, that's right.
Guy catches them everywhere we go. Made some television for us last year at Shreveport, Louisiana on the Red River. And here we are in Columbia, South Carolina, Lake Murray. Robbie Dodson, Arkansas pro, weighs in 2 on day 1. worth 4 pounds even, but Robbie, that's got you in 20th place. Man, if you can catch some tomorrow, you'll go fishing on Saturday.
Yeah, you know, I tell you, I'd like to think that something went wrong today or not, but I've only seen 9 keepers in 3 days of practice, and the day wasn't no better. I did have 4 keeper bites, let 2 off, but I don't know about these blueback herring. I can't figure it out. I'm just running around fishing, and nothing's going right.
If there's anyone that can make a comeback, it's you. Robbie Dodson, the Arkansas pro. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. We'll see you right back here on day 2. He weighs in 4 pounds today.
Next co-angler to weigh in, his first appearance here at the Forrest Wood Cup. 2 top 10s with FLW from Charlotte, North Carolina, Hunter Hicks.
Good to see you, sir. Heck yeah, Hunter Hicks from Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's get you in the game. No stranger to top 20s and top 10s. Made 2 top 10s with us. Hunter has won on day 1. It's a good one. 2 pounds and 8 ounces. Has you in 5th place in the co-angler division. So, if you can catch some tomorrow, Hunter, you can win this thing and earn that title of Forrest Wood Cup champion.
Yeah, that'd be pretty exciting. 50 grand's a lot of money, so we'll see what I can do tomorrow.
Good luck on day 2, Hunter. Hunter Hicks getting it done on day 1. Sits in the top 10.
All right, Columbia, make some noise for your 2012 Forrest Wood Cup champion. The youngest champion in the history of our sport. His 4th time to the Forrest Wood Cup, 10 top 10s. From Indianapolis, Indiana, Rayovac Pro, Jacob Wheeler.
Look right there. I got it. Look right there, 2012. That's your banner right there. Trying to add one right over here on the other side of 2013. He's a former All-American champion, the youngest champion ever to win the All-American. Guys won the Cup. He's had a lot of success early in his career. He's a bass fishing millionaire.
One thing I looked at right now, if you look at the top 10, look at the guys. There's five former champions in this tournament. I think 4 or 3 of them are in the top 10 right now. I mean, that just tells you right there. These guys are, Scott, Naylor, and Dudley. He's leading. I mean, these guys are some of the best, and they're consistent. I'll get at.
I got you, man. There you go. Kudos to those guys, and kudos to you, sir. If you can break 9 pounds and 14 ounces, you'll be in the top 10. Jacob Wheeler, the Indianapolis, Indiana pro, the Rayovac Pro Team Angler, has a 5 bass limit, 12 pounds, 5 ounces, moves you into 7th place. Let's see your 2 best bass. Weights are stacking up tight in the top 10. Castro Pro David Dudley. He's won right at $2 million with FLW, and he's got a 5 bass limit here on day 1. A limit of bass, no surprise, for the very consistent Mark Rose. 9 pounds and 7 ounces. Mark, that's got you in 12th place. So a good sack of fish, no kickers, but if you can catch a kicker with 5 tomorrow, you'll go fishing on the top 20 day 3. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, this is only the first quarter so far, and I'm going to go out there and fish my guts out tomorrow, and try to make that cut. I'm going to go home tonight, and my wife went to Walmart and got some steaks and some country bobs, and we're going to have a good time tonight. I got to thank my family for coming down here. We're a team. It's Faith Family Fishing with the Rose family, and we put God first and our family second, and work hard at fishing behind it. It all started with my granddad and passing on down those outdoor skills from my dad and then on to me, and I hope to pass them on down to my girls. And what a sport that we can come out and somebody's going to win $500,000 with 20 bass. Can you believe that, Chris? So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We're going to work hard.
You're an inspiration to all of us. The Walmart Pro, Mark Rose.
The next co-angler weighing in. If you remember last year, Shreveport, Louisiana, he took home the Forrest Wood Cup title from the back of the boat as a co-angler. Here he is in his 2nd Forrest Wood Cup from Waterford, Michigan, Theo Corcoran.
Theo, you gotta love that subtitle right there. 2013 Forrest Wood Cup champion. That's what you're about. You know how to win these things, man. You did it last year in dramatic fashion. What a great victory for you. Let's get you in the game today with 1 bass. This will break the ice and get you a start. 1 today, worth 1 pound and 8 ounces, has you tied for 11th. But you know, if you catch them tomorrow, Theo, man, you can win this thing again back to back.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially in these tournaments, you know, you can't win a tournament on the first day, but you sure lose it. You know, and that was the only keeper bite I had all day, so I was pretty excited about that, and I'm just, you know, really glad to be here.
There you go, Theo. You're what it's all about. Is your mom out there?
No, that
she was awesome last year.
Oh yeah, no, that was a blast. That was the first time I got to see my mom in like 3 months from work, and you know, she wasn't actually supposed to be there. She got flown in, and yeah, no, I had the conversation with the old man the other day. You know, I gotta have like a 5-pound lead for him to show up, but it's just kind of one of the deals.
There you go, man. All right, Theo Corcoran, let's hear it for his hard work. He sits in 11th place.
Our next pro coming to the stage from Wartburg, Tennessee, 5 top 10. This is his first trip to the Forrest Wood Cup. Ranger Pro, Brad Knight.
Good to see you, Brad. Very young career, already 5 top 10s. First trip to the Cup, $140,000, and a very, very consistent. The guy catches them. Tennessee Pro Brad Knight. Brad, you've got a 5 bass limit. Right now, to crack into the top 10, you need 10 pounds and 4 ounces. That's 10th place with Matthew Steffen. A 5 bass limit for Tennessee's Brad Knight. Worth, good sack of fish. 13 pounds and 7 ounces as Brad Knight in 4th place. Let's see your 2 best bass. Over 13 pounds on day 1 for Brad Knight. 13 pounds of Lake Murray bass. Hold them up and smile for the folks watching on FLW Live. We're making television. Again, this show will air October 5th at 2 o'clock on NBC. Awesome catch today. We'll get those fish on some water. Brad, and let's talk, man. That's a great start on day 1, over 13 pounds today.
Yeah, I had a really tough practice, but I got fortunate and got off on a pretty good start this morning, caught one of my better fish, and just kind of rolled from there. But the bite overall is really tough out there, just kind of staying positive, just grinding them out. You know, it's just a bite here and a bite there. So you never know what tomorrow's going to bring, but I'm looking forward to getting back out there.
You're ready to go on day 2. I'll see you right back on the stage tomorrow. Brad Knight getting it done on day 1.
Our next co-angler comes from Conway, Arkansas. He's got 3 top 10s. This is his first appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup. You guys welcome Cody Kelly.
Good to see you here on the red carpet on the biggest stage of professional bass fishing. The best payout in the world. Cody Kelly from Conway, Arkansas. Let's get you in the game on day 1. 1 good fish. 1 bass that weighs 3 pounds and 6 ounces. Take that fish out of the bag real fast. Let's show it off. That has you in 4th place. This 1 fish right here has Cody Kelly in 4th place, and it weighed 3 pounds and 4 ounces, I believe. Over 3 pounds today, Cody. All right, so hey, tell me, that's a good fish on a tough bite, man. So that fish got you some momentum. You can go out and catch a few more tomorrow, win this thing, earn the title of Forrest Wood Cup champion.
Oh man, that'd absolutely be awesome. You know, they always say you can't win it on the first day, but you can lose it. I don't think we've lost it quite yet. So to hopefully carry it in, catch a few more just like it, or 5. You know, that'd be great.
5 3-pounders, that would help, wouldn't it?
Oh, I mean it would. I do need to thank somebody, Crockett Gator Bait Company. They've been with me through thick and thin. And a big thank you, to FLW. Looking out here, seeing a lot of young faces. I actually fished my first FLW event just 4 years ago. Now I'm here. You know, parents, get these kids signed up, get them fishing, get them living their dream just like I've been able to.
That's what it's all about. Thank you so much, Cody. Appreciate you, sir. See you right back here on day 2. Cody Kelly.
Our next pro coming to the scales, 9 top 10s. His 7th trip to the Forrest Wood Cup. Qualifying for the Walmart FLW Tour from Waynestown, Indiana. Welcome to the stage, John Deere Pro, Chad Skate.
The John Deere Pro, Ranger Mercury Pro. Good to see you, Shad Skank. 7 times to the Forrest Wood Cup. One of those guys that when he gets that train rolling, man, it's hard to stop. 9 times in the top 10. and has won $500,000 with us. Here we go, Shad, the Indiana Pro. 2 bass on day 1. We'll break the ice. Let's get you in the game, get you a start. 2 fish. That'll go 3 pounds and 14 ounces. Has Shad Skank in 24th place. So, Shad, it's a start, man.
Well, it is a start. You know, I've been to a lot of Forrest Cups, and I really want to win one. I've had the opportunity to win 2 of them and didn't get it done, and it's a little disappointing today, but I'm glad to be here. You know, what a great event. To have a world-class event like this is just awesome to be a participant and be in. You know, the sport of bass fishing is grown so much, and there's so much opportunity for young kids to get involved through all the high school and the college. You know, and that's how I started in the college stuff and then qualified up for the FLW Tour. And you know, 16 years later, I'm still doing it. Special thanks to sponsors like Ranger Boats and Power Pole and Mercury Outboards and people like that that really make this happen.
All right, Shad, we're going to see you right back here tomorrow. Good start for you. Bring me 5. Go fishing on day 3, man. Shad Skank, it's a start for the Ranger Pro.
Our next co-angler making his first appearance here at the Forrest Cup, qualifying through the Rayovac FLW Series. Your co-angler of the year out of the Texas division from Magnolia, Texas, Ralph Logan Sr.
Good to see you, Ralph. Co-angler points champion. The FLW Series presented by Rayovac in the Texas division last year. That punched your ticket to be here. No fish today, but the good news is the bite is pretty tough on the co-angler side. You could catch a big bag tomorrow and win this thing.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
I love it. Well, there you go. And you believe it. It could happen.
You got to believe it first.
Exactly right, Ralph. Anybody you want to say hello to back in Texas watching you on FLW Live?
Well, yeah, my wife and all the kids and grandkids and stuff had car trouble. They're not here at the weigh-in. They'll be here tomorrow. But, you know, I'm just glad to be here. Such a great opportunity to be a part of the Forrest Cup and part of FLW. And it's a great tournament.
Thank you so much, Ralph Logan. We'll see you right back on the stage with some fish tomorrow, man. Good luck on day 2.
Our next pro coming to weigh in, FLW Tour champion making his first appearance at the Forrest Cup from Counts, Tennessee. Welcome to the stage, Randy Haynes.
Man, I really like that stat line picture there. 16 top 10s for Randy Haynes. From Counts, Tennessee, the guy can catch them, man. Very consistent and a big-time player in this game today. Randy will weigh in 2 bass on day 1. 2 fish, 2 good ones, 3 pounds and 4 ounces. Randy has you in 25th place, but I'm going to tell you something. You catch a big bag tomorrow, you are definitely going fishing on day 3. You're far from out of this thing. It's far from over.
Well, you know, it is. Today was an interesting day. Started out, had a bad morning, went all the way up the river. I said, I know better than this. I went back down, and man, I had them ray marines going. And you know, I'm seeing fish, and I know how big they are, and couldn't figure out how to get them a bite. Chris, the co-angler today, had 2 great big old bites late this afternoon. And boy, I tell you, it let me know where he's setting up and where he's at. So man, I got something to look forward to tomorrow. And if it happens, it happens. I'm ready.
You got it. One of the best offshore anglers in the history of the sport, Randy Haynes. I look forward to seeing you right back here on day 2. Good job.
Thanks, sir.
You got it right there, Randy. Take a stroll down the red carpet. Randy Haynes, Tennessee.
You guys make our next co-angler feel welcome. He's also part of the 2014 College Fishing National Championship team from University of Minnesota. Welcome to the stage in his first Cup appearance, Chris Bergen.
National champions. Good to see you, Chris. I tell you what, man, to catch fish behind Randy Haynes is not easy. And right now, the leader on the co-angler side, North Carolina's Brian New, has 7 pounds and 9 ounces. Second place is 5 pounds and 2 ounces with Keith Honeycutt. Let's see what you got, Chris. Minnesota's Chris Bergen, representing the University of Minnesota, has 1 big fish. So the Bridgeford Big Bass is 3 pounds and 6 ounces. Your 1 fish, 5 pounds and 4 ounces. Let's see that bass. Courtesy of Lake Murray, that has you in second place. New Bridgeford Big Bass leader. That fish could be worth, yeah, you got it. That fish could be worth $500, man. But more importantly, you're in second place. That's a great start, man.
Yeah.
Breathe.
Trying.
I can tell you're gonna hyperventilate, man. Here, we get this guy some water. Chris, man, this is fun stuff. It's exciting.
Yeah, man, it was crazy all day. I caught that one in the last hour, 10 minutes after I lost one right at the boat, so I needed that one, and it was pretty crazy. I was jumping, running around the boat, being all excited, and Randy goes, "Boy, get your bait back in the water. You gotta go catch 2 more."
If you'd have had that other one, you'd probably be leading this thing, but we can't look at that. Only thing, we don't look back. Let's just look forward.
Don't rub it in, man, I know.
I'm just saying, man, I'm not rubbing it in. You got a great start in this thing, ready to go fishing one more day.
Can't wait.
All right, man, good luck tomorrow. Sleep good tonight, would you? All right, Chris Fargan, take a stroll down the red carpet. He's in second place.
Our next pro has 30 top 10s, making his third appearance here at the Forrest Cup. From Cadence, Kentucky, Long John Silver's pro, Ramey Colson Jr.
It's always under construction for all my
I like your music. I kind of like that stat line. 30 top 10s for Ramey Colson Jr., a 3-time Forrest Cup qualifier. The guy's won well over $500,000 with FLW. Let's get you in the game today. Break the ice, get you a start, Ramey. 3 bass on day 1, 3 good ones that go 8 pounds even, has Ramey Colson Jr. in 19th place. So, Ramey, it's a start, man.
Yeah, it was, of course, it's been tough all week. You know, I practice and, you know, I just thought today, I just kind of changed up, done a little something different. You know, got 3, got lucky this afternoon, caught that 1 4-pounder. So, you know, a lot of that's involved in it.
I'm going to tell you something that you already know, but it just needs to be said. These weights are stacking up really between about 7 pounds and 11 pounds. So if you can get that 5 bass limit tomorrow, and if one of them weighs anything, you'll go fishing on day 3.
Oh, guaranteed. You know, the way it is stacking up, you're right. I mean, 7 or 8 to 11 pounds is pretty tough right now, you know. So, you know, I got to thank my family for letting me come and do this. My sponsors, Long John Silver, Sheffield Financial, Bullet Boats, Every Root Outboards. If it wasn't for them, they kept me on the water all year long, I wouldn't be here where I am today.
You go Evan Root Pro, Ramey Colson Jr. weighing in on day 1 here at the Forrest Cup.
Next co-angler coming to the scales, he's got 6 top 10s. This is his 2nd time at the Forrest Cup. From Lakeland, Tennessee, Dennis Kirby.
All right, Dennis, good to see you, sir. Do you know her back there?
That's my #1 sponsor, has been all year.
That's what it's all about. You don't go without her support.
Absolutely not.
That's what it's all about. Dennis Kirby, who made several cuts this year, had a great year on the Walmart FLW Tour from Lakeland, Tennessee, won over $33,000 with us, 6 top 10s, 2 times to the Forrest Cup. Here, we're on the biggest stage in professional bass fishing at the Forrest Cup. You're going to get a great paycheck tomorrow, whether you bring in fish or not. But the way the weights are stacking up, catch a big bag, you win this thing tomorrow, man.
I'll be out there after. My goal this year was to be here. I made it. Was in 75th place with 2 tournaments left to go. 11th at Pickwick, 14th at Kentucky Lake, squeaked in. So I'm thankful to be here.
There you go. Let's hear it for Dennis Kirby out of Tennessee. Congratulations to you, sir. We will see you back on the stage on day
2. Coming to the stage, 21 top 10s, his 6th time to the Forrest Cup. From Asheville, Alabama, Matt Heron.
Let's see if we can get a banner somewhere up there soon, Matt.
Long overdue, ain't it?
I hear you, buddy. Yes, sir. Matt Heron, one of the best in the game today. Alabama pro, 5 bass on day 1. Right now, Matt, the top 10 cut weight is 10 pounds and 9 ounces. You bring a limit to the scales today, a raw weight of 10 pounds and 12 ounces. you are sitting officially in 12th place with 10 pounds and 4 ounces. So a pretty good start, Matt.
Yeah, you know, it really was. I really struggled this morning. I kind of gambled on the herring fish and the wind. You know, the weatherman kind of missed. We're gonna get on him for that one. We were supposed to have 6-mile-an-hour winds, and I went down the lake.
The top 10, Jim Austin out of Georgia.
All right, South Carolina, give some hometown love to the Lake Hartwell champion. His first Forrest Wood Cup from Donald, South Carolina. Coach to pro, Casey Ashley.
One of these days, I've said this several times today, we'd like to get your banner up there in the rafters somewhere, Casey. Casey Ashley, who is a Walmart FLW Tour champion from Donald, South Carolina, won the Lake Hartwell event this year, had a great season in the points race, right at $1 million with FLW. He's got a 5 bass limit on day 1. Casey, a 5 bass limit. The top 10 cut right now is with Matt Airy at 10 pounds and 9 ounces. Of course, the top 20 will go fishing on Saturday, which is day 3. Casey Ashley, 5 today, worth 9 pounds even, has you in 16th place. So pretty good start, Casey.
Yeah, you know, you can always lose it on day 1, but you know that'll keep me in the hunt. You know, I never got a big bite today. I don't know what happened. I went down the bank like a whirlwind this morning, and I thought if I would have, you know, if I didn't get bit by 9 o'clock, that I'd be in big trouble. I never got a bite till after 9 o'clock, so I didn't really expect today to fall out like it did. You know, I'm kind of grateful I got a limit, and you know, we're gonna go out there tomorrow. It's a new day and cover some new water, and I'm gonna thrash around again tomorrow till I find that big one. But I gotta thank all my friends and family, all my sponsors. I got a bunch of friends and families out there today, and there'll be a bunch more tomorrow. So thank y'all, love y'all, and it's good to be home. I can tell you that. It's good to be back in South Carolina, and anytime you can fish a tournament this close to home, and the Forrest Wood Cup, man, this means a lot. This is my first one, so I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad to be here.
You got an FLW Tour champion, South Carolina pro, Casey Ashley.
Next co-angler coming to the stage, making his first appearance. He qualified by being the co-angler points champion. Out of the Rayovac FLW Series, the Western Division, all the way from San Clemente, California, Todd Klein.
Good to see you, Todd.
Good to see you as well. Good to be here.
You got it, man. Todd Klein, representing California. The FLW Series Rayovac Western Division will weigh in 2 bass on day 1, Todd. These 2 bass are important. They've got your momentum, and they're going to get you into the top 10. 2 bass that weigh 3 pounds and 7 ounces has California's Todd Klein in 5th place. 5th place, man, so that's a good start.
I'm really fortunate to have those fish. I broke one off about 9 a.m. and I didn't get bit till about 1:30, and I didn't know if I was going to be on stage. So I'm happy to be here. I also just want to say hi to my wife and my son that's watching. My son had eye surgery today. Everything went cool, so hello, Dylan. And my family drove all the way up from Florida over here, my mom and my brother, so glad to have you guys as well. And thanks for everyone else to come out today.
Awesome, Todd. We'll see you right back here on day 2. Todd Klein, you got it.
All right, South Carolina, look, we got some more pros waiting to come to the stage on day 1 for the Forrest Wood Cup, and there he is, hometown hero, Chevy Pro, Anthony Gagliardi. Right there, all smiles. What's up, guys? Get out of the way. We're trying to show Anthony Gagliardi. Nice to see those guys. We're going to get them weighed in. Who's going to take home the top prize after 4 days? We will know at the end of Sunday. Let's keep moving on. A few more pros and co-anglers to weigh in before we're at the end of day 1. Our next pro coming to weigh in has 36 top 10s. He's been to the Cup 6 times. From La Crosse, Wisconsin, Yamamoto pro, Tom Mansour.
That's a pretty good picture, Tom. 36 top 10s, 6 times to the Forrest Wood Cup. La Crosse, Wisconsin's Tom Mansour, who we used to call a river rat, but I tell you what, you can catch him anywhere, all over the country, everywhere we go. Guy gets the job done, very consistent. He'll weigh in 4 fish on day 1. Here we go. The Ranger Pro, Tom Mansour, worth 7 pounds and 9 ounces, has you right in the middle of the pack, Tom, in 22nd place with 7 pounds, 9 ounces. Tom, did you have the 5th one stuck today, man?
No, I tell you, I had a really good practice. I thought I was going to do really good, so I don't know what to say.
Stay with it tomorrow, man, because you know you made these top 20s, top 10s at the Forrest Wood Cup. Stay with it and see what happens, right?
Oh, yeah, I'll be out there fishing just as hard as I can, believe me.
Yo, man, Ranger Pro Tom Munzer. Anybody you want to say hello to on FLW Live back in La Crosse, Wisconsin?
Oh, sure, my brother and my son, Gary and Beverly Yamamoto, I know they're watching.
It's all about. Good job to you, Tom. See you right back here on day 2, Wisconsin's Tom Munzer.
Our next co-angler making his second appearance here at the Cup, qualifying through the FLW Tour. From Aiken, South Carolina, Kevin Gordon.
Good to see you, sir. Kevin Gordon. A great year, no stranger. Didn't you win this thing one time?
No.
No, you won an event, though, right? You won somewhere, right?
Yeah, I won Hartwell.
You won. There you go, man. I remember crowning you champion somewhere. Kevin Gordon from Aiken, South Carolina. 3 top 10s, second time to the Forrest Wood Cup, 1 win, a great resume. You already know because you've seen the weights. They're stacked up tight. You catch some fish tomorrow, and you can actually win this thing, I promise you.
Yeah, you know, I fish this lake. I probably should be embarrassed to say this, but I fish this pond probably 20 some odd times a year. And, you know, when you're in the back of the boat, you're kind of at the mercy of the choice shots, if you will. And these fish are right now not roaming a lot on certain areas. And, you know, the clearer the water, the tighter they are. And, you know, I had 2 bites. One was about 10 inches and one was about 11 inches. So I'm at least batting 100%. But we're going to go out there tomorrow and swing and see what happens.
All right, Kevin. Look forward to you making a comeback. Come up that leaderboard tomorrow. Kevin Gordon from Aiken, South Carolina. We'll see him right back here on this stage tomorrow afternoon.
Coming to the stage, 38 top 10s, his 14th trip to the Forrest Wood Cup from Spring City, Tennessee. You guys make some noise for Walmart Pro, Wesley Strader.
Good to see you, sir. Wesley Strader, part of the Walmart Pro team, and a guy who I promise you has as much, if not more, fun than anybody on tour. Wesley Strader, always having a good time. A bass fishing millionaire with FLW. He's got a 5 bass limit on day 1. And hey, Matt Airy sits in 10th place right now with 10 pounds and 9 ounces. So the weights, they're stacked up pretty tight, Wesley, between 7 pounds and 11 pounds. Here we go. Tennessee's Wesley Strader, a limit of bass worth 7 pounds and 14 ounces. So no kickers, but it's a start, Wesley.
Yeah, you know, I've run that every road ranger up and down the river. I've stopped them power poles and every stall of mud there is on this bank. I've casted every bush, twig, log, stump, rock that there is, and that's what I call it.
That's what you got. You are still on the hunt for a kicker.
You know, I seen a couple of good ones today that just wouldn't eat, and today wasn't nowhere near as good as my practice had been the first couple of days, but I knew it was due to the weather, and it's kind of went downhill ever since, and I tried to adjust today, and I'll figure it out tomorrow.
Guarantee you, if anybody can do it, you can, man. You know how this game's played. You have been to this Forrest Wood Cup so many times. We'd love to get that banner, Wesley Strader's banner, hanging from the rafters here one day.
I tell you right now, there ain't nobody want to see that more than me, and you is my family, and I got to thank them. And, you know, I traveled around with Shad Skank. My wife's here, my mom, my sister, Dad, my brother, and his wife are watching back home. I got to say hi to them, and you know, that's what it is all about. It's about family, and it's about friends and the acquaintances you meet out here. And I mean, I feel like you're my brother. I mean, I've been doing this 17 years, and it's just like an extended part of my family. It's awesome. God could have not have blessed me any better.
There you go, man. Well said, sir. Hearing it straight from the Walmart Pro, Wesley Strader, Tennessee Pro, over 7 pounds on day 1.
Our next co-angler coming to weigh in here on day 1. He's got 4 top 10s. This is his 3rd appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup. From Gainesville, Georgia, Jason Johnson.
Jason, good to see you, sir. What a great year for Jason Johnson. Ever since he joined the Walmart FLW Tour 4 years ago, the guy has been on fire, man, making Forrest Wood Cups, making top 10s, making runs for Angler of the Year, won over $37,000 and looking to move towards the front of the boat very soon, maybe even next year. Jason Johnson, The weights are tight on the Colonial side, man. You've got 2 bass on day 1, worth 4 pounds and 1 ounce. Jason, that has you in 5th place. It's a start, man.
It's a start. You know, I guess I probably made about 3,000 casts a day, so that's 1 fish every 1,500 casts. So all I got to do is go out tomorrow and make 7,500 casts, maybe.
I have a limit. Hey, these fish are on the move, man.
Yeah, they're on the move. You know, Lanier's got a lot of blueback herring in it. I didn't fish that way today, but herring fish, they're just nomadic fish. They just roam around. That's why it's so tough right now in August. But we can go out tomorrow and catch them.
See you right back here on day 2. Good start for you, Jason. He's in 5th place.
Our next pro coming to the stage is rookie season. Finished runner-up in the points race on the co-angler side. From Center, Alabama, Tightline QB pro, Richard Peak.
Your stat lines, though, man. 17 top 10s, 4 times to the Forrest Wood Cup. 2013 Co-Angler of the Year. Man, that's what it's all about. I saw your face when you came up here like you were a little bit embarrassed, but I can tell you something. 99.9% of the time, Richard Peak has fish. That's how you got here to this Forrest Wood Cup. And because those weights are really tight, I promise you bust a big bag tomorrow, you can make that day 3 cut, Richard.
Oh yeah, I mean anything's possible out there. You know, I had a good practice. I actually had a decent day today. Had the bites that I needed, and just unfortunately they wouldn't hook up. I couldn't get them in the boat. But you know, I'm gonna try something a little different tomorrow and swing for the fence. Ain't got nothing to lose.
There you go, man. I hear you. Anybody want to say hello to on FLW Live back in Alabama?
Yeah, I got a lot of family and friends back home in Alabama. Most of them came though. Got my mom and dad, my wife, a little baby on the way here to another family too. So.
Congratulations to you, man. That's what it's all about.
Ready for tomorrow.
I guarantee you. Go get him tomorrow, Richard Peak. See you right back on this stage on day 2, trying to make a move up that leaderboard. Richard Peak.
Our next co-angler was the 2005 Co-Angler of the Year. Here he is in his 4th appearance at the Forrest Wood Cup from East Point, Kentucky, T. Watkins.
I brought my own rooting section over here.
That is your section right there. 2005, T. Watkins won the Co-Angler Points title on the Walmart FLW Tour from East Point, Kentucky. 31 times in the top 10. 4 times to the Forrest Wood Cup. Here we go. 1 fish today, T, but it's important, man. It will get you a start. And it either way is like 14 pounds or you had your hands on the scales.
I like that 14.
Yes. All right, here we go. 1 fish that weighs 1 pound and 6 ounces. T, that has you in 19th place. Anything can happen on day 2.
You got it. I brought my own rooting section over here and come all the way down here and where's the camera at? People at home, sorry I couldn't do better, but that's not really a fish, Chris.
No, it's not? What do you call it?
I would call that a gift from God.
Here you see.